Okay, y'all. So I made it to the gig. There is the vid in the building, but I'm not on that side. I appreciate that I'm not on that side, especially for what they paying me. I think tonight I'm making like 47 or 48 an hour. I'll put it on here somewhere, but it's okay. I've only been here 2 times and I got 51 patients today. I think I have a med tech, so that makes a huge difference. I've had that many patients that did not have a med tech. And I think I got like 3 tube feeders, 3 or 4 tube feeders, like 9 or 10 control meds to give out that schedule, and then I got 11 AccuChecks that I need to do right now. So I don't think I got any treatments for real. Once I do my AccuChecks and my tube feeding meds and my control meds that's due right now, I'm gonna go ahead and see what treatments I have to do. I was on this floor last time I was working here, so that makes a big difference. But y'all, like I said, I'm thinking about getting a PRN gig somewhere. I might go back to my old job, but I feel like that is such a step backwards. But it's just, I don't know, it's my old job, so it's like, why not, you know, my old home. But I don't know, with me having my RN now, maybe I can go back and just be like a weekend supervisor or something. I don't even want to do that, y'all, honestly. I'm saying it, but I really don't want to do it. But I do want to, I feel like if I'm going to be working these 2 days a week, 2 or 3 days, really 2 days a week, I want to have something that's stable and like guaranteed money. But waiting for a check for 2 weeks, I just gotta see where my heart is going. I gotta see where my heart is at. I don't think I want to do it. It don't feel right. It don't. I'm just talking. It don't feel right. But if I can get something stable and they're paying like 50 an hour, I will do it. I don't know. I don't think I will. I'm just talking, y'all. Okay, y'all. I gotta get on a little bit of a soapbox. And this is no judgment, okay? This is just, I'm just stating things as they are from what I see, okay? Has anybody noticed, okay, it's freezing out here. Has anybody noticed how nursing homes are not like how they were even 5 years ago, y'all? You really don't have cute little old ladies and the mean old men in nursing homes anymore. Now you're getting people in their 50s, in their 60s, some people in their 40s in nursing homes. And they can be here for a minute. They could be here for the next 10, 20 years of their life in a nursing home. And it's crazy. And the thing is, a lot of the reasons why people are in there is stuff that can be prevented. Maybe they had a stroke, right? That's one of the biggest things, they had a stroke. And then some people, they really don't even be having health issues. It be psych issues too. Or some people, they're just morbidly obese. They cannot take care of themselves at home. They can't. And you 50 and 60 years old in a nursing home. It's not judgment, but it's like, this is a real problem. I don't get how it's not talked about and stressed upon more, that it's so many young people. 50 and 60 is young. I'm 32. So 20 years from that, like, and then most people think about it. A lot of people, they really don't hit their stride and be able to make sure they money right and things like that until they in their 40s. Some people don't get to that point till they in their 50s. Some people in their 50s and they still ain't got to the point where their money is coming in good. They saving up for their retirement. They making sure that their kids and their grandkids are good. Like, it takes a minute for people to get there. Some people don't get there, and then you end up in a nursing home. Or you think you're going to be retiring at whatever the age is, I don't know, 65 or whatever, and you in a nursing home. So you worked all this time, went through all of this, only to end up in a nursing home for the rest of your life. And this is something that's been on my mind for a minute, just because I just keep going to places. And I thought it was just some of the places that I went to. I was like, okay, some of the places I go to, it's a lot of people who may have had substance abuse, and they ended up in nursing homes. A lot of diabetics end up in nursing homes, amputees, things like that. Some people, they end up in nursing homes in their 20s and 30s because they may have got shot and got paralyzed. Things like that, right? But y'all, I thought it was just the places I was going to. It was just young people there. But I'm going to a lot of places And I'm just seeing everybody in their 50s and 60s. 50s and 60s. That's very young. And a lot of it is things that we can prevent by doing a few things. Eating right, reducing or completely eliminating smoking and alcohol, and managing our stress. I'm not saying eliminate stress, because there's going to be stress. Just breathing is probably stressful for some people, okay? So managing our stress. I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I'm not saying you got to be this skinny, because some people this skinny still end up in nursing homes. I'm not saying all that, but from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of people that's morbidly obese. They have had diabetes. They had a stroke, whether it be from high blood pressure or because of the diabetes or because stress the F out. Okay, so manage your stress. You in a relationship that's stressing you out, fix it, work on it, face the problem, because it's not gonna get no better if you don't face it. Face the problem or get out. You at a job that's stressing you out, go back to school, start that business, do something else, switch it up, go to a different type of job, do whatever, or leave, or change your mindset when you go to work. Money stressing you out, the same thing. Change your mindset around money. Your kids stressing you out, forget them kids. No, for real, like whatever it is, work on it. Work on managing it. Learn how to do some dang on breathing exercises, for real. Meditate, journal. And another reason, I feel like one of the biggest reasons why people end up sick at a young age, and people don't want to talk about it. It's just one of those hidden things. It's childhood trauma. Yes, childhood trauma. It's a lot of people that's still walking around with the same emotional intelligence, or the same emotional range, I would say, I don't even know the right term, of a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 12-year-old, because something happened to them at a young age, and either they never faced it, they never resolved it, they never told anybody about it, or when they told somebody about it, nobody did anything about it, or they never faced it. Or it could be anything. Something, it don't have to be nothing super traumatic. It could be just your parents around you. Some people have parents who are narcissists, who are substance abusers, and you think, okay, now I'm successful, I got the money, I done did all this, I'm good. But really deep inside, you're not good. It doesn't matter how successful you are. Sometimes I feel like the people that's the most successful are the ones that are really crying deep inside, because they're running away from those problems. Like, as long as I get this degree, as long as I make this amount of money, as long as I get this type of partner, as long as I do all of this, I'm good. I look good. I got this house, I got my car, I'm good. I ain't got no problems. And deep down inside, they do. And that be the thing that gets them. That be the thing, y'all. Think about it, 50 and 60. So say you're in your 30s and you got like a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. By the time you 50 and 60 years old, these kids are going to be what? 27, 30 years old, and they're probably going to have kids. So you're going to have grandkids that's 3 and 5 and 4, whatever, in a nursing home. Some people are in their 40s in nursing homes, and they have young kids coming up to see them. The saddest part is that some people never make it to the nursing home. They never make it out of the hospital. They never get to say goodbye to their family. They never get a second chance at life. Take this as a warning sign and take better care of yourself. If you're saying that there is nothing else you can do, or you already take good care of yourself, you probably need to take heed the most, or just continue on your journey. Whatever the case, we all must focus more on nurturing our physical and mental health. It's so true, y'all. We all must do it. No one's going to do it for us. And it's okay, no matter what you did or didn't do in the past. It's just start now. Do something different for yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. That's what we came down here with, our mind and our body. And in order to keep our spirit going, to keep everything uplifted, we got to take care of this physical body and this mind, because we need that down here on earth. So do whatever you got to do. Do it with a friend. Throw some money at the problem. Get a trainer. Get somebody to make meals for you. Listen to motivational stuff. Listen to more positive things. Be around more positive people. Delete people numbers from your phone. Whatever you got to do, take care of yourself. Because you can't take care of nobody if you can't take care of yourself. Focus on you this year. Focus on you. Whenever you're hearing this, just focus more on you. Take care of your mental and your physical health. One way or another, just add something new to your lifestyle every day, y'all. Take something away. If it's easier to take it away, sometimes it be just taking things away. Whatever it is, Work on it. Be determined. Let your body and let your mind be your focus, because that's the one thing that as long as you got your body right and your mind is right, you good. You still can be here. Even if the money ain't right, even if relationships ain't right, the career ain't right, you got your physical health and you got your mind. You can do tons of things with that. But when that's taken away, what do you have left? And I'm not saying this, like I said, it's not to bash anybody or make anybody feel bad, but it's like we need to have more awareness around this. But of course, it's not going to be pushed that much because of Big Pharma. Big Pharma like, okay, we're going to give y'all this metoprolol for the next 20 years. And that's going to lead to this problem, going to lead to that problem. And then the dang on food, FDA going to go ahead and pump you up with some food that you ain't supposed to be eating. Okay. Make sure you get the diabetes, the sugar, and make sure you're stressed out at that job, having to run around on the hamster wheel to make some money, a few coins, because you feel like that's what you have to do to make it. And you stressed out, you're not enjoying your life, you think you can retire at a certain age, and it doesn't happen. And then bam, they got you for the rest of your life. They done had you this whole time, now they're going to have you all the way until you die. It's not a conspiracy theory, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I got about 51 patients up in here. When I tell you, I would say about 30 of them is between 50 and 60. Some are younger than that. And some people are in nursing homes at those ages because maybe they've had like developmental delays, or they may have had seizure disorders. A big thing that can get, like, you have like uncontrollable seizures. That's something that can get you, in a nursing home at a young age. But a lot of them is diabetes, high blood pressure, morbidly obese, stroke. And what's causing the stroke? All the rest of them dang on problems. And I'm saying it jokingly, all that, but it's just like, to me, I'm like, how is nobody else seeing this? This is such a problem, y'all. It's such a problem. And you ain't got to go out tomorrow and stop eating food, throw away everything, don't do this, don't do that. Just cut back. If you like to drink or whatever, maybe just drink socially. Or if you like to drink, maybe don't go to places where I can't tell you what to do, but there's ways to cut down. Maybe if you smoke a little, a little green, don't use tobacco. Use something else, okay? Because tobacco is really what's killing y'all with that. I'm just saying it's tobacco. It's not the God, it's tobacco, okay? Or don't, slow down on that too. Remove yourself from certain people. Look at your circle. If your circle is people who are sick, or your circle is people who are not taking care of themselves, their body, their health, get into therapy, do shadow work, journaling, find something to do. Meditation, like I said, you can meditate for 5 to 10 minutes a day. It's gonna change your life, okay? Slowly but surely, because slowly but surely the stressors of life gets to people. Slowly but surely you start to gain more weight. Slowly but surely you start to have health issues. You thinking right now you might be in your 20s and 30s. People don't realize how fast things can change, okay? How quickly 10 years have passed and you've been having this one habit that's really bringing you down, and it can just compound into something that's worse than you thought it would be. You just think it's just this one little thing that you do. Because one little healthy thing that you do, maybe you wake up and you go for a walk every morning, or right after you eat dinner, you go for a little walk after you eat dinner, 10-15 minute walk every night. I don't know. If you out hanging with your girls, instead of y'all just sitting around talking, be like, girl, let's go for a walk. Walk with your homegirl for a minute. If you out doing whatever you doing, you drinking, whatever, go for a walk. I don't know, shoot. Do something. Make it somehow constructive to your health. Improve your health. If you got stuff that happened in your past, get some help about it. Talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. Even if you feel like everything is good, talk to somebody. It could be maybe something that, if you're a complainer, trust me, that's going to bring you down too if all you do is complain all day. Because I've had that problem. I still got to wrestle with that problem, that demon, child. That's why a lot of times, like, I'll be like, whoa, these places, I don't want to go in here because I don't want to just go in here and complain. So I just kind of like shut myself down, do the best I can, and leave. Like, I try not to let anything at the job really get to me. I just come in, do what I got to do, and leave. It's one of the main reasons why I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if nursing is for me anymore. Because it's just not there. I'd rather do preventative medicine, education, something like that, y'all. Health is not health. It's not health. It's not. They just giving people pills and carrying them on their way. Like, okay, here you go, get some insulin, you good. And people, they just not taking it serious, y'all. It's when I tell you 50 and 60-year-olds are in nursing homes. Think about it. Think about it. That's horrible. It's horrible. It's sad. It's sad. I just be looking at these people and I just be like, man, like, I know your life could be better. I know you could have more. I know you don't want to be here. I know you don't. You just sit in the bed all day. Somebody got to clean you up. You can barely get changed. You can barely get washed. The food is horrible. You might have 1 or 2 people come see you, if that. Your kids got to come and see you. So this is a burden that you're putting on your children. And another reason why I made this video is because it was somebody who, she said she was an aide. And she was saying, like, men out here, go ahead and get you a wife. Stop trying to be a player and all that. Because I see all these men that get these strokes, can't move the left side of their body. And they say, oh, I was a player all my life. You know, I never settled down with nobody. I get that. Yes, you should settle down with somebody. So if you do get sick, your wife or your spouse could help you. But how about just take care of yourself? Because if you are married, if you are shacked up with somebody and you get sick, you putting a burden on them. They wanted to ride off into the sunset with you. They didn't want to get to their 50s and 60s and 40s and come visit you in a nursing home or have to take care of you at home. No, y'all want to go on trips. Y'all want to spend time with your grandkids. Y'all want to retire. Y'all want to start that business that y'all been dreaming about. Whatever it is y'all wanted to do. And now this person has to take care of you. It's a lot. And then I just remember when I started off, it was little old ladies and some old men. Everybody was racist, okay? And I said, you know what? This is what we got right now. But in a minute, it's going to be all the people it's not going to be no more little racist folks no more. It's going to be young people that they just didn't take care of themselves. They didn't. And it, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything drastic. It can be really something small that you do for yourself. I don't care what it is. Get closer to God. Do affirmations. Reduce your stress is a big thing. Managing your stress, changing your mindset, that right there will help you to change your habits if you change your mind. You know, because what they say, thoughts become things. If you're thinking it right and if you got your mind right, your habits are going to fall into place. And that's really what life is all about, is the things that you do every day. Whatever habits you doing, that's what your life is going to end up being. And you thinking it's not going to catch up with you, but it is. Okay? It's a cautionary tale. And I kind of hesitated to do this video because I didn't want it to seem like I'm bashing people or rant, but I just feel like people are not taking things serious enough. You think you have all this time, or your doctor just says, oh, it's okay. Just take this blood pressure pill. Y'all, it gets bad. Even high blood pressure, that's nothing to play with. That's nothing to play with. Smoking cigarettes. I didn't really come from the age. Well, I guess I did come from the age because I smoked when I was real young, like 17. You know, I came from that, but it's just something I never really hung on to. But just try. And a lot of times the habits that we have are based off of things that we do not want to face. A lot of the habits that we have are distractions. Overeating. I've had that issue. I've had a history of bulimia. I've had a history of overeating. I've had a history of emotional eating. I've had a history of eating just because I want to do something, or I want to fill a void, or I'm upset, or I want to, I just need something to do, something to distract me from what's going on. Let me eat something. This is why now I've been doing intermittent fasting, because even with that habit that I have, if I can just give myself a window to eat, at least that gives me only a certain amount of time to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I honestly eat less. I honestly eat less when I do that. But all of those habits that you have, smoking, drinking, gossiping too much, complaining too much, comparing yourself to other people, just constantly fighting, having that negative mental self-talk about yourself and about others, judging other people. All of these things that we do, hoarding, over shopping, hoarding is a whole other thing. All of these habits that we have are just a reflection of the mental. It's just a reflection of what's going on in our mind. And a lot of the things that's mental is because It's stuff from our past that we have not unboxed, we have not faced, we have not, you know, sifted through enough in order to help us move forward. So like me, I've sifted through a lot of stuff in my past over the past year, y'all. I mean, I've been just like, oh my God, like some stuff that I even just forgot and repressed. I've had to sift through it. And now I'm at the time, y'all, where I'm like, okay, the past is the past, Brandy. It's only so many more times you can keep ruminating over what happened, what didn't happen, what could have happened, what should have happened. You have right now, you have the present. You have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old that are looking up to you. And I remember I was watching this thing. They said, one day your kids are going to figure you out. And they're going to, when you tell them, Mom, kids, you can do anything. You can do whatever you want. You can be anything. And they looking at you like, well, why you ain't doing it? That's going to happen. So these little kids, these little girls are looking at me. And they're going to be wondering one day, Mommy, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? So I want to be able to be a role model for them. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. A lot of times they say you ain't going to do it unless you do it for yourself. Start off maybe just doing it for your children, being a role model to them, showing them how to cope with stress, showing them, and some people, it might not even be you I'm talking to. Maybe it's somebody in your life that you need to encourage them to do certain things. Like I know with me, I need to probably encourage more people in my life, like my mom. I need to encourage her more to do more things with her health, because I don't want to have to take care of her. My mama said she want to live to her 90s. So I want her to live to her 90s and be healthy and be able to enjoy her life. Okay? I know she don't want nobody taking care of her. Not even me. So that's going to have to be my task this year, and just, you know, being there for her more and helping her more to get over the hump that she's over, you know, just to have her be more active and do more things, and just for her to live her life the way she want to live it. Just be there to encourage her. And that's another reason why I be like, let me get my money right and all that, because I want to make sure my mama is good. Like I want money to be one of the last things she had to worry about. And girl, oh, look at me, girl. Bruh, I don't know, man. I just kind of went on a tangent. But y'all, please take care of yourself. Please take care of the people in your life. Please send this video to somebody that might need to hear it or see it. It's not cute. It's not cool. And that shit is gonna, man, this stuff is going to catch up with a lot of people. And for me, it hasn't really been my physical health. I think because of me having a history of bulimia and eating disorders, like I have been really tight about my weight. Some of the issues around me being so tight around my weight, I know I need to do that, because I know I need to face those issues. But what I was about to say, oh, it came to a point where I was like, okay, you can keep complaining about this stuff, or you could just start living your life. Okay, like, what is it? You're going to just keep looking back at the past and being upset, or are you going to keep living your life? Because at some point, this moment in your life is going to be the past. At some point. Do you want to look back on this and be like, shoulda, coulda, woulda, Or do you want to be like, thank you, past self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to have gratitude for what you did for yourself, for the energy that you invested in yourself. Because at some point, you want to take a withdrawal. And if you're not able to take no withdrawal, if you're already in a negative, what you gonna do? So in the comment section, I want to know, is this something that you're seeing is becoming more popular or more of an issue in your area? Is there some advice that you can give to people? Some little small changes that maybe you've done or you're doing right now to improve your health, mental health, physical health, emotional health? And just let me know, y'all, because I really am concerned. I really am. I think this is probably why before I even became a nurse, like childhood obesity was something that I was really into. I was very interested in childhood obesity, because that right there too, to me, is so disheartening that so many children are just sick right now. A lot of children are sick right now, and it's coming from their parents. Their parents, they just, it's the lifestyle. But if you can work on the children and do more for the children, they're going to be looking at mom like, oh, that's like my daughter. She'd be like, Mom, is this healthy? She was like, are pickles healthy? I was like, they're a little salty, but they're okay. or when she went to the doctor, her doctor was like, make sure you drink a lot of water, because we don't get them water anyway. I mean, we don't get them juice, like, ever. I think the last time we had juice in the house, it was my oldest daughter, November, and here we are in January. My oldest daughter, her birthday, we still had some juice left over from her birthday, and they had some juice in the house. That's it. But since then, soy milk and water. And I'm not saying they're the healthiest kids, I don't know, but her doctor was like, make sure you're drinking your water. So after that, she was like, Mommy, I want to drink my water because I want to be healthy. My doctor told me to drink my water. Those little things, I was like, let me drink my water too, because I want to be healthy too. Kids will tell you, kids will listen, they know, and they might be the ones that can help the family. I want to get back to that idea that I had. Like, I really want I want us all to be healthy and live a prosperous life, y'all. And I get it, we all have our vices or our guilty pleasures, and you be like, girl, I'm stressed out, so I gotta do this. They give us, the Matrix, whatever you want to call it, give us all these little tricks. Like, here, go ahead and smoke. Go ahead and drink. I'm like, everything I watch nowadays, drinking, I didn't realize how big drinking culture is. Like, it's huge. I'm so grateful that I'm not a drinker, because if I was watching shows, I would be triggered to drink. Because when I tell you, in the show, every other scene is somebody drinking. Something happened. Oh, I need a drink. Oh, like, I get it's supposed to be funny, but like, why is it such a big thing? And that's worse than smoking. I mean, not smoking marijuana. It's not worse than that. It's worse than, it's worse than smoking marijuana. But as far as like cigarettes, now that cigarettes is just trash. That's trash. I don't know. Everybody got their thing, y'all, but that's straight. I don't know how that stuff is still legal, because it's money. It's just money involved. Shoot. But anyways, I just don't think that any of this stuff should be normal. It shouldn't be tolerated, and it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. And I'm not trying to, you don't got to do it. You don't want to, I'm not trying to guilt people into not doing certain things or make you feel bad, like, oh, but just be mindful of how you thinking, and what you're doing to your body is going to catch up with you. It's going to. That's why they call it chronic. Man, this is chronic. Not the chronic, but chronic illnesses. This stuff slowly but surely catches up with you. And then you get a stroke. Then you got to get an amputation. Something like that. And then by the time that happens, you really don't care. You really don't care about what's going on. You're like, shoot, I don't care. I'm going to keep eating, or I'm going to keep doing whatever. Like, what's the point? I'm here anyways. And that's the worst. That's the freaking worst. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, child. I'm about to go be somebody's nurse. But let me know what y'all think about this subject. Have you seen it happening? What are some tips or whatever that you can give to people? Because I know y'all didn't seen it. If I ain't seen it, I know y'all. I live in Missouri. Okay, I'm in a small little area of the world. I know y'all didn't seen it if I seen it. So let me know, y'all. I love you all. Bye. Child, I forgot to add this. A lot of us, or some people, are in mental health crises. And instead of facing that problem, they're using everybody and everything as a distraction. I got a whole video about this on my other channel. As a distraction, so they don't have to face the problem. It's just covering it up. And at some point, you're going to have to face that problem. You're going to have to deal with it. Whether it be you stuck dealing with it because you can't do anything anymore, for real, or something happens where you end up, maybe you just had that one little scare, like that mini stroke or something like that, or a little setback or whatever, and that should be your warning to, hey, focus on what it is that you got to work through. But a lot of people are covering up their problems, and it's just, this hustle culture of get it done, do this, you got to make it happen, da, 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 da. And you're watching all these videos, it's telling you how to live your life. Or it's just here as a distraction for you, gossip videos, and why black men, they ain't ever married no black women, and why they marrying all the white women, and why is this happening, and why pick me's and all this other. Y'all, it's a distraction. It's a setup. Focus on yourself. Work on your own mental health, your own physical health, own financial health. Make it work, y'all. Let me go in here and be somebody's nurse, y'all. Bye.